and welcome to my new Let's Play of Star Fox 64. Whee! Actually, that's what I'm playing it on. Okay, so this is Star Fox 64, a game I don't know very well, so bear with me.
Corneria, fourth planet of the Lylat system. The evil Andross turned this once thriving system into a wasteland of near extinction. General Pepper of the Cornerian army was successful in exiling this maniacal scientist to the barren, deserted planet Venom. 5 years later, General Pepper noticed strange activity coming from Venom. James McCloud, Pigma Dengar, and Peppy Hare of the Star Fox team were sent to investigate. Upon their arrival, Pigma betrayed the team, and James and Peppy were captured by Andross. Peppy barely escaped Venom and returned home to tell James' son, Fox, about his father's fate. A few years have passed. Andross has again invaded the Lylat system. General Pepper has turned to a new Star Fox team, headed by Fox McCloud, to save Corneria and free the Lylat system once again.
It's about time you showed up, Fox. You're the only hope for our world.
I'll do my best. Andross won't have his way with me.
Good luck.
So that was the opening, and now we're heading into the first mission. I probably won't talk about over the opening cutscenes, but I'll probably talk over the actual in-game dialogue, but there's subtitles.
Open the wing.
Can't complain. I just did talk over dialogue, so yes, this is going to be a thing. Again, as I've said in other Let's Plays, I never owned an N64, so I actually didn't grow up. This isn't a game like I grew up with. I mean, I like the game, but it's not something that's like nostalgic. So, you'll see how this goes. I don't know the game like the back of my hand, like I do a game like SMB3, which I should have saved for later LP, considering I did so terribly commentating that one, and I actually do really like the game. Again, if I can never find a cheap copy of the All-Stars version, I'll probably like re-LP 3 at some point. Just show off differences, and just because I like the game, and because, you know, just basically like, almost like a remastered LP. Because remasters are a thing. So which in gaming news, wow, I missed an upgrade already. That's not a good start. In other gaming news, I guess the Resident Evil 1 and 0 bundle was announced today, but only for PS4 and Xbox One, and that bums me out because I actually like the 360 controller better than the Xbox One controller or PS4 controller. So it does bum me out a little that it's not going to be on anything other than the current gen. But yeah, this game got a remaster too, actually. Okay, X's Break, that feels weird. Y is Boost, X's Break, got it. I'm having to relearn the controls. I think it does play a little differently on, oh, B is Bomb, B for Bomb. I'm not going to go for all ranks because, well, just look how I'm playing so far. You can also use the right control stick if you're playing on the Wii Classic controller, which I am. And also GameCube, you use the C stick, which feels natural, more natural than the Classic controller for this game. Because the Y button and X button are in different positions that I feel more comfortable, I think. Sorry Falco, you might be dead. Yeah, Falco's probably gonna die. Shoot. I don't know what route I'm going for. I'm not going to worry about that. I'm just gonna play the game naturally and see what route I get. I'm gonna go for hard mode. I'll probably regret that decision, but I'm gonna go for hard mode. This will be like a no reset run unless I die. So I will only, like, so if I get a terrible route, we're sticking with it. Like maybe someday I'll do a full LP. I don't want to do every level, all missions or anything, because that'll take forever. But to get the first hard mode path, you have to fly under all these little stone arches. You have to kind of hold R there to bang.
Follow me, Fox.
Follow me, Fox. So that's where the bad guy is.
Where you going?
Where are you going?
I found the target. Try to keep
I think I read that they actually got Fox's original voice actor back for Smash Bros. Wii U and 3DS, which is actually hilarious that everyone's like, wow, Fox sounds terrible in this game, but he's actually the original voice actor. I think he's also reprising his role for 64's reimagining Star Fox Zero as well, which is a game I am not super hyped for, but I'm mildly hyped for, if that makes any sense. I mean, again, I'm not the hugest Star Fox fan in the world. I enjoy them, but for me, it'll probably be like a wait for a price drop game. Command was like the only game I got for like new, and that was even with a bundle of like headphones and a stylus, which actually was a good deal. Button mashing time. So A fires, I think I already said that. You want to shoot the hangers when they open. But this, you see the boss's health isn't going down. And this actually brings up an interesting point, that each of the Star Fox team members actually serve different roles. I saw this point out in another LP, but sorry for stealing your tips, but basically, like, if you save Falco, you know, he'll do something nice for you later, like, he showed us where the hidden thing was, and the hidden route was because we saved him. You can't get the hidden route if Falco dies. Actually, he never dies. If Slippy goes down, you can't see the enemy health, and I don't remember what Peppy's actual role is.
We're Star Fox.
We're Star Fox.
You'll never defeat Andross!
Best explosions in the gaming, right here. Because it's always that canned explosion sound and just this mushroom cloud. Which is something I miss in the 3DS, because the mushroom cloud to me is strangely hilarious. Everything blows up in the mushroom cloud. Everything explodes, basically.
I was worried for a moment.
Okay, here's the difference between the 3DS and the N64. N64 has one mode. The 3DS version has a mode called N64 mode, which replicates this game. A major difference is in 3DS mode of Star Fox 64 3D, there is no friendly fire. As far as I'm aware, there is no friendly fire in the 3DS mode, but with the gyro and all that. In the N64 mode and in the original game, there is friendly fire, so you have to be careful about that. Okay, one cool thing about the game is... Can you actually show that? No. I think you can actually go back and replay levels. Yeah, there, change course. So, that's a cool feature. You can retry course but cost a life like Sonic. So we're just gonna go straight to Sector Y. And this will be the second part of the video. I mean, not second part, this will be the second level video. I'm probably gonna do 2 levels each. And I totally talked over that even though I said I wouldn't. Sorry about that. Sector Y is a level I kind of hate, to be honest. I think I said already, but I'm not going for the medals because I have no clue what the scores are. Like, some people have it memorized to a science, like I need this many points to get the rank. I do not have it memorized, so I will probably not be getting any ranks because I'm also not good at this game, simply put. And I don't even know if I can destroy these or not.
Let's back up the squadron.
My first Star Fox was actually Command, which is probably not going to go over well with everybody. Yeah, I never played the originals, and I started with Command. Right after like playing Melee, I wanted to get into the series. I played both that and Pokemon Diamond, as I think I already said in my Wind Waker LP, which I think that video will be up before this. I haven't decided if this will go up alongside Kirby, I mean after Kirby ends, or if this will go up after Zelda. Like, I don't know the timing of it. Like, this will just be a short LP kinda before, like, whether it will be like in the next full one or just a side one kind of is, I haven't quite decided yet. One thing is, this game actually still looks pretty good for N64. It was like 98, I think, or 97 or 98.
You're supposed to shoot them all.
The art style's pretty good, and I think the new game's gonna go down with the same legacy, to be honest, because the art style looks really good, but the graphics look like trash. Simply put, the graphics are not good in Star Fox Zero. In my opinion, they are not as like high res as they could be, but the art style is really good. So I have a feeling it's going to be one of those games like Wind Waker that, even though it's not a graphical powerhouse, the art style will carry the game for a lot of people. Because it does have a nice look to it, even though the graphics are pretty low poly.
Hey, I'm on your side.
Yeah, what else? I kind of wish they'd just stop reimagining the original. I wish they'd move forward. Because, like, we already know what happens. Andross does bad stuff, Star Fox has to stop him. In the end, I kind of wish they'd just stop with the reimaginings and actually do something kind of more original with the franchise. Not like Dinosaur Planet original, but, you know, something a little more original. Instead of just rehashing 64, actually rehashing the original, because this is actually considered a bit of a remake in itself. That line was actually changed. Instead of "Hey Einstein," he says "Hey Genius," which a lot of people don't like, because, you know, that's considered one of the iconic lines of the game. So it's like, why get rid of it? It's like if they changed "Use the Force" loop to like "Use the Force, dude," or something like that. Okay, that was a bad example, but okay, so you press right on the C stick here. Or the right C button if you're actually playing on N64, you can get a supply drop from Rob, which is a reference to the robotic operating buddy. Oh, something I never pointed out. If you double tap L or R, you do a barrel roll, which is actually an Ilarian roll? I don't know how to say that. But it's not actually a barrel roll. Peppy lies. Peppy's a big fat liar. This is all range mode, which was something that wasn't in the SNES game. Basically, you can fly around freely, hence all range. There will be all range mode in the new game, and I'm not sure how to feel about it, because basically the camera stays fixed on the TV, but the gamepad shows like a first-person view. I have no clue how to feel about this. Like, it could be really cool having to use both screens, or it could be really uncomfortable. I've heard both. I've heard both brought up quite a bit, so I don't know how to feel. I have to go hands-on. Speaking of going hands-on, apparently there's a big Mario Maker demo event at the weekend before I'm actually recording this. I totally forgot about it, so whoops. So that's the new weapon. Looks a lot like the old one, huh? I'm just kind of kamikazing this guy. I'm not really being that careful. Now, Star Fox Command, for my first game, it's okay. This is something I do a lot with games. Play them massively in a terrible order. Like, again, this will probably blow people's minds, but my first Final Fantasy game was Final Fantasy 13. No joke. And I actually thought the game was okay, because I had no favorite preference. I tried to play it again after playing 4, 10, and I think maybe part of 6, I don't quite remember, and I hated 13 afterwards. I just could not get past the prologue because of how tedious it was. But for my first Final Fantasy, I actually really liked it. And I do admit the game is really underrated. I do not think 13 deserves the hate it actually gets. I won't call it a great game, I won't call it, you know, an excellent Final Fantasy, but I will say it is not as bad as people say it is. And at the end of every mission, to get a health refill, and as your score goes up, you get bonus lives, which we will need, most definitely. So 15 minutes in, rounding up. So I think that's a good stopping place. Sector Y done, so next time Aquas, which is the water planet. Which actually has a unique mechanic only seen in this next level, which we shall see then.